Today I have three cards in front of you. Each one of them carry a specific message, or you could be attracted to the specific imagery of the card. I want you to pick any one card that you feel most drawn to. It is unlikely for this reading that you may feel drawn to two cards, but if you do, then please ensure to check messages in both. Hi, pile number one. If you selected this card, then this reading is for you. So this card talks about an empty feeling is telling me that something is important. And if I read the message on the card, it says a negative feeling indicates that your current choice of thoughts is so out of harmony with your source energy that you're allowing full disconnection to the energy stream. You may also be feeling that your fuel tank is approaching empty. Your emotions do not create, but they only indicate what you are attracting. So I already have cards laid out here in form of a spread with me. What I'm sensing is that अगर आपकी past की energy देखें तो you could have been actually very confused and you could have been really ungrounded and very jittery and anxious in terms of seeing that, oh no, from here how will I progress ahead. It seems like you have been through a period of intense emotional turmoil, being very confused for options in your life, or maybe finding resonance with no options that are showing in your life, and you have been just like that, okay, nothing is making sense. When will I find that stability in love? When will I feel grounded? If I look at your current energy, then the current energy along with the card that you chose actually speaks about you feeling extremely stuck. I feel this pile does not feel understood, does not feel heard, and मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है that this pile may feel that nobody truly understands the depth of the emotions that they are going through. So even discussing it with friends or discussing it with anybody may not be giving you any sort of respite, may not be making you peaceful, may actually be making you feel, when nobody is able to understand what I want to say, then why is there even point in sharing anything with them? And also now this pile has their throat and heart chakra blocked क्योंकि मुझे बोलते हुए बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. It's like I just want to be quiet. So when I say throat chakra blocked, it could also mean that this pile could actually be talking a lot. So see, even if you're talking a lot or talking less, it doesn't matter. It could simply be that no matter what, you don't feel at peace. You don't feel heard or understood. So sometimes when we are still in a very jittery, anxious state, we just feel like keep on talking, like how like sometimes people keep on chatting when they are drunk. That is the kind of energy I'm getting from this pile for some of you. And for some others, I'm feeling as if the communication only is blocked. Like कुछ बोलने का मन ही नहीं कर रहा, कुछ बोलते हैं तो ढंग से समझाना नहीं आ रहा है. And as it is, हमें बड़ा hurt नहीं feel होता है. The card here also talks about that it doesn't matter what situation you are in right now. What actually matters is that your thoughts should be in harmony with your future or with feeling a particular way. So it's kind of saying that your emotions indicate what you are attracting. If we feel that constantly we have not been able to find like the right partner, some partner could have not been very great with you, like in terms of you're trying to find the right partner. आपको काफ़ी लोग manipulative मिले होंगे, आपको कुछ लोग over career focused मिले होंगे, कुछ लोग बहुत ही immature और confused मिले होंगे. So all of this has led to you feeling a certain way, right? And now these emotions are only going to attract more of such people. I know it's a paradox, but you are being asked to let go of these emotions and start functioning from a positive space. For some of you, I am also sensing there could be a small conundrum about, there could be a small question or doubt about that should you actually start looking for somebody, or you could be planning something bigger in your life, like moving abroad, some sort of higher studies, or changing the city. तो कुछ के लिए ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि even if I find somebody right now, do I even need it because I'm planning something else in my life? So I am getting that message. Regardless, a part of you is always on lookout for the right person. They are always ready to go on dates, they are always ready to go on explore, but at the same time I would say that your life is also panning out differently in terms of your career, where do you want to set your roots as the next chapter of your life, and that could be keeping you a little in this conflicting or doubtful energy that should I like actively look for somebody right now or not. Okay, I'm pulling out more cards. So we will also check when are you likely to find somebody and how are they going to be. But before that, there is a message that what do you need to do to be able to invite all the new energy that you seek in your life. So there is a need to get grounded a lot. So I am actually feeling like very stuck in my throat. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं बहुत कुछ बोलना चाहती हूँ और मुझसे बोला नहीं जा रहा है. Like I feel like screaming, frankly speaking. I feel like shouting right now as I'm reading this, like go like ah, like just to let it all out. And I feel that this group is very not grounded. They are not feeling secure or peaceful, stable in terms of their existence right now. So you need to ground yourself. I will put up the links of what is grounding and everything in the chat box below. I'm having such trouble reading this pile, it's like I'm not able to talk only. You should spend more time doing things that you enjoy and that give joy to your soul. Sometimes the idea of love, joy, everything is made to be in a manner that it has to be about an external person giving us love, the right set of friends, a great career, great job. But no, sometimes joy can be found in something as simple as just feeding birds, or going to a park where you get to discover butterflies, or going to the beach on a daily basis just because you like the whole morning beauty. So you are being asked to connect with nature and do things that make your soul feel joyful and at peace, and not just your outer reality. Another message that you're being asked to look into is invite help. I'm telling you, there is definitely some confusion for the people who have picked this pile. They are not 110% fully sure in terms of what they are also seeking, and if they are really ready to like settle down right now or not, and in a committed relationship, in a marriage. So you are also being asked to invite help. And once you do that, once you invite help, now what does invite help here means? First, you have to be absolutely sure that you are ready, because the cards are saying that you have to be so sure that it emits out of you that yes, this person is so sure in terms of what they feel and what they want now out of a relationship in their life. And you're being asked to basically ask your friends, ask your network, tell everybody that yes, you truly, deeply, seriously want to get married or want to get into a committed relationship. And as you tell that, maybe you would also tell yourself that yes, you are getting ready, and also put an intention out in the divine. अब ये intention डाल भी दोगे ऐसे randomly in this video, it will not help. So for this, you need to have clarity. What is your negotiable, non-negotiable? What is the thing that you don't want to settle on? What you're happy doing? So that you know that yes, now when love comes, even I would not sabotage it. Or I know what I want to be flexible about and what I don't want to be flexible about. You are being asked to put intention both into the universe and also in your network and friends, and tell them that yes, you are ready for a relationship. Okay, now let's see how is your partner going to be. Then in the end we'll check when are you likely to meet them. So even though I asked how's your partner going to be, I feel those who have picked up this pile, I'm having such problem communicating and articulating properly for this pile. They are still in such a stuck up energy, and actually they are also stuck because they are still trying to very strongly build their career or rebuild themselves, the past hurt has been so strong that there is issue of trusting, and there is issue of being able to understand that what is it do I want from the next chapter of my life. And what I'm sensing is you will get this person when you would have absolutely transformed into a new person. And I feel those who have picked this pile, they are still on that journey of transformation. They are still not fully there. And they could have also very recently started it. Like nothing less than a year is what I'm seeing. Like within a year or like ईयर की ही टाइमलाइन दिख रही है मेरे को कि अभी तो शुरू ही कर रहा है, तो अभी तो देर आर टू मेनी थिंग्स टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड अनलर्न टू फाइनली अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट इज दिस चेंज्ड साइड टू मी, हु इज इट दैट आई ट्रूली एम, एंड दैट इज व्हेन यू आर लाइकली टू मीट दैट पर्सन. ऑल्सो आई फील दैट यू नो यू वुड हैव बिकम अ वेरी वाइज मेच्योर एंड यू नो देयर इज अ टर्म ना दुनियादारी, जब वो एक्चुअली समझ आ जाएगी एंड नाइस को नाइविटी नहीं समझोगे, that is when you are likely to meet this person. And I told you, invite help. This could be somebody who might be from your network, from your friends network, or like a colleague. You might actually know this person and your friends may actually introduce you. There's a very strong chance of that. Now coming on to another messages in regards to your love life. You are definitely going to receive abundance in that. It will feel like a very abundant and a very fulfilling relationship. Whenever the relationship will come in your life, it will truly feel like a blessing. There is a chance, like I said, that you might find this person from some other city. क्योंकि मुझे आपके लिए भी दिख रहा है that you know you also could be planning a change of city, change of career, some change you are planning, because of which you are also like, okay, let me not be so actively involved in finding that one person who will just stick around, because your life is also transitioning. And I see a lot of transitions in your life. You are still learning in terms of how to balance mind versus emotion, understand people, understand that okay, whatever hurt you or whatever betrayed you maybe taught you so and so lesson. So there's a chance that you know your person might be from some other place or some other city. And at the same time, two other advices that are being given to you here is learn to respect yourself and learn to respect the people who are coaching you, mentoring you, or showing you a different side to things. For this pile, I'm kind of getting a feeling you must be very stubborn or stuck in your ways, and sometimes that is just emotional resistance. We don't want to take so much onus on our own selves in regards to how we feel, or we want to keep on saying that no, what we feel is also right. Am I not allowed to feel like this? So that is also sometimes emotional resistance. So you're being asked to respect the people who are trying to help you or guide you your way out of this. Don't question them, don't think they don't understand, जो आपकी pile में बहुत strongly आ रहा है. Instead, learn to respect them. Actually, they owe you nothing. They don't even owe you guiding for anything, you know. But they are doing so out of their love, their fondness for you. So the least you can do is respect their views or respect what they are trying to guide you for. You may not take it, but least you can do is not fight it because of your own emotional resistance, and at least respect them. Then the second thing that is coming to my as a guidance is let go of your false ego. You know what I'm feeling for this pile, and this is very normal when we start on this journey of self-work now, or when we are going through so much of transition, which I can already see. So what happens is sometimes in the quest of telling ourselves that we are very great, we do it very immaturely, in a very poor taste, or in a very... Let me explain this. What I mean is that sometimes when we are trying to bring a change in ourselves, we, without realizing, overdo it, because it's reminding me of that movie, you know, Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. So what happens is, just because Shah Rukh, in the real character, he's very reserved and quiet, suddenly when he becomes Raj, he kind of overdoes it, right? Like overdoing life, overliving life. So that is the kind of message I'm getting here, that don't overdo it. Because if you're overdoing it but you're not feeling it emotionally like that, then it's not worth the effort. You may take little steps, you may bring that change in very small steps, but everything has to feel natural and real. So what I'm kind of feeling is that because of the self-work or the changes that the life threw at you, You may have been going through this phase where suddenly you may have gotten too many messages and too many learnings, because of which you are like, oh, I totally need to change myself, and fine, if this is the part of changing myself, which means that, you know, I will suddenly distance too much myself from my friends, because oh, I suddenly realize they are not right, or people take me for granted. I will suddenly start taking a very strong stand at work also, and voicing myself very strongly, by maybe sometimes coming across as rude. So that 360-degree shift is what is being termed as a false ego here, which is saying that just because you're transitioning and you're just started to realize that okay, you do deserve good things in your life, and you have to let go of the past hurt, it doesn't mean that from bad the journey to good has to be very unnatural and has to be kind of like self-centered. It needs to be a balance, because every step in your life is going to teach you one small thing. You just have to sit with it, absorb it, accept it, dil se, and then move on to the next. It cannot be like, oh, I just got to know 50 things and now I've suddenly realized I'm going to be like amazing at everything that I do, and I'm like rebuilding my confidence, so now I'm suddenly overconfident in everything that I do. That is one thing that you need to be wary of. If you haven't understood this, drop me a message in the comments below. I will try to explain it. But yes, you're being asked that don't be so egoistic or self-centered when it comes to your present right now. You have to understand whatever happened, but at the same time, the narrative of I'm focusing on myself has to come from a space of peace, joy, and kindness, not from a space of anger and resentment, because of which, you know, we are suddenly wanting to position ourselves like, oh, I'm already here. No, it has to be kind. It has to be like, oh, I've just realized that, you know, I am at this level, and now this is the level that I'll breathe and live at, and that is the kind of conversations, people I'll engage with politely. Nothing has to be like, oh, you know, nobody deserves me now, or I just want to bring an absolute change to myself, to the level that it may start seeming like arrogance to a lot of people. So that is not what you need right now. Now let's see, when are you likely to meet this person, and then we will check how the traits of the person are. You will meet this person, you know, when after all the healing journey and everything, you are so busy in your life that honestly speaking, you may not even have time. And I think you would also meet this person when you would have actually truly realized your immaturities, your gullibility, and the fact that when you would have actually crossed that whole stage of shutting down people who want to bring you love also in your life. It's very interesting. But let me try and get a time, okay? Let me speak to the cards. We need a proper time. Saw me smiling, so you know there's something nice in here. You're most likely to meet this person in 2023 and 24. And if by any chance you are somebody who has started their healing journey now, or you're watching the reading now and everything is very new in your life, then you are likely to meet somebody in 2026. So these are the 3 years. And of course, because this is a general reading and a lot of people with different stories are watching this, so timeline may vary for different people. I'm not seeing anything happening in 2022, and all the more why, because I'm seeing this year is going to be actually a lot about your own introspection. Like, you would be forced to look inside and see that what is it that you have been doing wrong. If one of you had a question about why not 2022, I'm dating somebody, or I'm seeing somebody, or I feel it, the answer is no. Now let me just see if there's anything from the Angels deck. I told you. So yes, the situation will improve. If you have been forever questioning about that, no, I don't see any change in my situation, will anything happen or not, it will improve. 2023, 24, 26 is what I'm getting very strongly. You need to ground yourself. You need to pick up meditation, or you need to start balancing your root chakra. That might help a lot. And lastly, yes, currently is not the time. So even if you're seeing somebody, or you feel personally very ready by the end of this year, you want to be like married or like committed, etc., it's not gonna happen. You need to give time to yourself, no matter how uninteresting that sounds. But yes, that is the message that I'm getting for you. Let me just see if there's any other last message for you. Oh, we haven't done how is the person going to be, right? Too many messages. Okay. Your person is actually going to be a very strong person. They are going to be highly disciplined is what I'm sensing. Plus in your persona, there must be some next level of courage. They too must have gone through certain transformations and changes in their life. But the thing is that they are a very live in the moment person, or they must have become like this. So they are actually going to be extremely strong and courageous, They are going to be somebody who would actually believe in the fact that life में सिर्फ हिम्मत चाहिए होती है. हिम्मत हो तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. I kind of feel they are not exactly the person who would believe a lot in destiny, or like who would actually be like one of those people who might be like watching these readings. They would actually believe that what, your thoughts create your reality and your actions manifest your thoughts. And if I am ready to allow and take charge of something, then yes, that's exactly what's going to show up to me. Definitely a leader, like somebody very practical. They may come across a little stoic initially, but always remember, a king or an emperor, the facade is stoic, but deep at the heart, everything is coming from a place of love, from a place of protecting their people. So definitely they are going to be in some sort of a leadership role, or they must be so strong and practical in their life that within their family and their circle, they must be seen as like the wise one. Another message, this person and you could have a slightly bigger age gap than you had wanted. Like suppose if you just wanted that somebody should be of my age, or like just 3-4 years, they can be like 5-6 years also. I'm sensing definitely more than 3 years. I'll take this one. I'm not taking the other two because there are too many. I did see the Knight of Cups and King of Cups. So this relationship might develop slowly because they are so practical. They want to first start by dating you, knowing a little bit more about you, and then finally offering like the big cup of love. This person, although I'm saying that he may not be somebody who believes 110% in destiny, they are still very intuitively connected. So like some people, they don't wait for like Rahu to move into a particular planet, or like an astrologer or tarot card reader to tell you that okay, that year things will happen. They are like, what, jab bhi ho, I have to start the work right now. So this seems somebody like that. They are also going to be very well learned and intuitive. They might have interest in, okay, I'm hearing this message, they could be from an engineering or science background, and they might have a lot of deep interest in quantum physics, metaphysics, understanding the science of the universe, and because of which they may have a little bit of interest in the spiritual side and aspects of universe as well. And definitely small offer. It will start with dating. It will be a lot about dating. This is somebody who's going to invest on you, like they would want to invest time in you. They would want to make space from their time, and then take you out on dates and like plan dates with you. And that is when they will finally decide to take the plunge with you. But like I said, there is a strong relocation energy in these cards, so definitely change of city. Also I feel your person currently is somewhat in the same energy as you. they are a little distant, aloof. They are not really like ready to like open up in terms of love, and they themselves are also planning to move from the current environment or situation. Some of them may not be in a pleasant situation currently, and some of them are actually planning to relocate for better prospects of finances and career. So they are still in the transition of taking certain decisions in their life. They're not in the best energy right now, but hey, they'll work on themselves, and when they'll meet you, they'll be so ready. And that's why you are being asked to be ready yourself, because when they will meet you, they would just want to see this new version of you, which they feel they can date. They don't have to become a father to or a mother to, and they don't have to coach you into how to live your life. They want that, they should have a partner who is equal to them. So that's it, pile number 1. It's beautiful cards. Just for now, I would say don't be anxious, don't fret about what next. Instead, just focus on yourself, and remember, an empty feeling is still telling you that there is something inside and something important. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. This is your reading, and if you have chosen this card, then this reading is for you. The card says, why is it taking me so long? The only reason you have not already received what you desire is because you are holding yourself in a vibrational pattern that does not match the vibration of your desire. In this particular reading, I've already taken out certain cards also, and if I have to expand on the message of this card along with the other cards, you know what the cards are saying, that I think you were in a great space mentally for a little small period, and then suddenly you gave it up. So you suddenly just decided, oh, aise karke kuch hota to hai nahi. Like, just being in a space like this doesn't bring any benefit. So I don't want to be in this space. I want to feel what I'm feeling. Which is wrong. Because to be in that space of eternal bliss, irrespective of having a partner or not, needs to be something that you feel strongly from within, without your happiness relying on any external entity. So because maybe a part of you was learning to do it, but in that process it ended up becoming a little bit fake. So you're not feeling that, you're not that happy, and you really do feel that everything is taking so long. We'll expand on it. But yes, if you resonated with this card or with what I'm saying right now, this may be your reading. So in terms of your past and present energy, I do feel in the past that, there was the small period where you felt, oh, I have everything. I'm focusing on myself, I'm taking care of myself, I am minting good money, I am emotionally okay. But the problem is, look at this card, So while the card seems so surrounded by everything, and there's literally flowers on the dress, but look at the face. The face still seems unhappy. It's like, like how they sometimes show that, somebody could be decked in diamonds and the prettiest of dresses, but there's not a single smile on their face. So that is the kind of message I'm getting for you, that, you tried so hard to be in a positive state of mind, positive state of energy. But again, everything that you placed in your mind, everything you placed your happiness on was all external. Oh, I'm making great money. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. But the feeling was not coming, like you're truly feeling happy with the fact that, yay, I have a successful career, or yes, I get to like live my life the way I want. I'm getting to go on trips. I have a scheduled routine. You're not able to find happiness in those small things, is what I'm getting. Because a part of you constantly feels that void of not having somebody in your life. And you just keep telling yourself this also, that nothing will ever fill that void except for that person. But exactly यही नहीं करना है. And ये ना बहुत paradoxical situation है. But this is what it is. Like, you have to feel so full here that automatically the correct person just shows up in the right time. But let's expand more on the reading. Your present energy seems to be very sad. your present energy kind of seems to be, जैसे suppose अगर आपको अभी कोई advice करेगा ना, you know you're supposed to be happy, feel good, this and that, you'll be like हाँ कर चुके हैं, like please, I know, I've done it. But then again, I'm telling you, you've not done it happily or from a space of true contentment. You have just done it like a checklist. Oh, you know, I'm supposed to feel happy with what I have, fine, I'll do it. So your current energy, that's why seems all the more like that, because things did not work out when you were in that positive energy, or you did not feel any change which you wanted to see. So you are suddenly feeling like that, you know what, I just don't want to be in this game only anymore. I just want to be away from everybody. I want to be in a very reclusive, secluded energy, and I'm just happy not doing anything. You guys are having a lot of trouble sleeping at night. This pile na must be needing cuddles. They must be a very cuddly, very touchy person. And they keep feeling that if there was just somebody to cuddle and sleep with, they would feel at least alright. Very lonely vibes in this pile, you know. There's also another thing I would like to point out. I think for this particular pile, this pile could have been picked up by a lot of people who have been widowed. It's not like your partner left you out of choice, but they may not be in this world anymore, and they may have made you very happy, and suddenly you are now left with everything that they built for you, or you guys built together, without them. So you don't feel any happiness. I am getting a very sad feeling from this pile, very lonely vibes. You are being asked to process your grief. There is a lot that you still have to grieve about. I will very soon put a video on what is a healthy grieving process and how much time can you give to grieving, or you should give to grieving. And I would tell you, you know, even if people around you, or even if you are yourself tired of telling that, you know, how much you miss your person or how much you miss your past, it's okay, do so. That's your part of grieving. You need to talk about it. You need to grieve properly. You need to be able to cry so much. You need to be able to vent it all out to yourself and tell yourself that yes, you had a wonderful thing in your life which is not there with you anymore. Because I am getting a very strong message that this pile must have been picked by people whose spouses are no more alive, and I'm sorry for that. You are to grieve. Please grieve. Please take as much time as you want in terms of your healing, in terms of grieving. There must be still some days, some nights, some weeks that do not feel very emotionally happy, and you know, you will not believe I'm literally feeling like crying as I'm reading the message in this file. Like, it feels so deep, the wound. So you should just grieve. Another message that I'm getting is once you have grieved, and even if not, you can continue that parallelly. You're being asked to expand yourself and your heart and your mind a little bit. Don't be constrained, don't be rigid, don't be like नहीं मेरे साथ हमेशा पहले ऐसे हुआ, या you know, I was always like this with this particular person, so how can I not be like that with any other person? No, maybe as your own journey also, you're being asked to expand a little bit in terms of your outlook, your mindset. Also now, for this particular pile, you have definitely some creative skill. Something is creative, or something is there in terms of interests or skill set, and you're being asked to channelize your energies there. आप में से कुछ लोग आर्ट करते होंगे, कुछ लोगों को एथलेटिक्स का बहुत शौक होगा, and you need that for serotonin. Some people must be really collectors of something, you know. Some people must really enjoy things like photography, especially nature or wildlife photography. Some people must be really into traveling into very diverse or like proper cultural places like Rajasthan and Gujarat and South India. Like बोलते ना, नहीं हमें जाके travel करना है culturally. तो आपको बोला जा रहा है that yes, allow yourself that is also going to help you in grieving healthily. The last message that I have here in terms of what you need to change about yourself is, like I said in the starting, there is a little bit delusion. So when I'm saying that some of you could be in this energy that I have already like been happy and everything, and I've seen that nothing happens, because that was just an intent that you created. Ki if I'll be happy and I'll showcase the universe like this, say that I'm happy, things will turn out well. Instead, you are being asked to surrender. Now that you're happy, or you feel that okay, whatever, like you're in this energy where you want to like showcase the universe or people around that no, I'm very happy and content, but you also need to surrender, right? Just because you are happy, maybe the time for you is not there right now. Maybe in the right time, when you are also very fully ready, and because I do see grief here, when you have already happily, healthily grieved about this and allowed to expand yourself more for the universe and for what it has to offer you, maybe that's when the right time is. But ये सब कैसे होगा? ये सब complete surrender करके होगा. When you truly understand that things, whatever things happen, you are just supposed to hand it over to the universe and be like that, now you only take care of me and you only fix it. So that is one major message that I'm getting for you. Then another message in terms of how the person is going to be, who is going to enter in your life. Before we get into that, let's quickly look into when is your person likely to enter in your life. Keep popping up. Beautiful card. Let's just see what it's trying to say, then we'll do when. Okay, stop entertaining immature people, or stop giving people so much benefit of doubt, okay? And stop entertaining people who have very little to offer. You have a giant cup of love with you, okay? Like you are amazing, like you are aces when it comes to offering people love and being there with them. So stop falling into the stupid energy of like entertaining people who have very little to offer, who don't know how to communicate, who do not understand you. So that is also one message that is coming for this file. Now let's check, when are you likely to meet this person? इतने positive cards है ना, they are amazing. Literally not this year, but next year onwards, whoever has picked this file, they literally have such strong chances till 2017. Next year तो ऐसा भी हो सकता है, there could be a chance that somebody might set you up. You might get a proposal in like an arranged marriage manner, but you'll have to take charge on next year onwards. I think once you'll be done with the grieving process, next year you would want to take charge of your love life and be like, hey, I gotta go and find me somebody properly, and you would have like all your checklists and everything very clear. But next year for sure, for some of you, like a wish fulfillment is happening, and it's a very positive and beautiful card. There is a chance that some female energy might bring this person in your life. Could be by an arranged match, could be a friend, but yeah, that's gonna happen. And then there is also super positive chance in 2024 and 2025 and 2026. Like, it's like you would just feel your life has totally turned around from what you're feeling right now. So honestly, it's just this year. The feeling of being alone, lonely, left out, this void, and just feeling like there's nobody to even like, put a blanket on me when I'm sleeping and like take care of me. Just this year. And that's why you're being asked, don't question why is it taking you so long. Just surrender. Just be like, you do it for me and you fix it for me. Like, talk to the universe like that. In terms of how the relationship is going to be, divine blessings. You will feel fulfilled in the relationship, and at the same time I feel the person that you would meet, they will literally feel like your soulmate or your life partner. you would actually feel that, you know, they truly understand me, my spiritual aspects, my you know, like that quote, you can't have me at my best if you can't handle me at my worst. They are going to be somebody who would know not only how to handle you at your worst, but maybe kiss you on the forehead also, you know, while you are being at your worst. But continuously you're being asked to not lose your faith in God, because if you lose your faith in God, that's when you get into a very negative space of just feeling that it's never meant to happen, but it will. Then other two things, leave for now. Sometimes it's better to earn a bad name and leave for higher goal. So whatever situation you are in right now, maybe leave. Whatever, like, you know, also this message, sometimes what happens is, if we have lost a partner, we still stay connected to their family, and sometimes that connection doesn't help us in progressing ahead, because a part of us wants to keep our partner alive in our memories and our soul so much that we find ways of keeping them alive in people, in things, etc. You are being asked to let all of that go. And if you are not somebody who has been widowed and it is a case of divorce, then you are being asked to stop engaging with your partner. So you have to absolutely leave for your old situation, leave your old situation. And it's like somebody, when they watched this reading and I said you have to absolutely leave the old situation, we're like, no, I can't leave this, I can't leave that, and look at the card. It's like it's holding onto emotions and memories. How will you grieve? Or maybe you are in a different stage of grief right now, but whatever, your life will make you leave it. You will have to leave it for yourself. So be prepared for that mentally. There has to be a time when you would be leaving. And lastly, nothing happening this year, but whatever people or whatever chances are knocking on your door, make sure that you are at least opening the door. You know, you are not supposed to entertain the wrong kind of door, because I am kind of getting that. And that maybe you just go back home, start comparing notes, feel very alone at night. Although I have told you already, you have a lot of cuddly needs, but you are supposed to open each door, because out of all the doors that you open, one of them is going to be like a divine intervention. And I will put up a link of some ASMR videos. Try to sleep on time. Try to make your night time as not the worry time. That's going to be problematic. Okay, let's see more in terms of what is going to be there in your next partner, their traits, personality. I do wanted to take this one, so I'll take this one. And okay, do want to take, okay. I'll just tell the cards to not fall out and instead come out when I ask them. Stop being so negative. You're just being asked right now to not be so negative. Constantly this card is falling. I think some of you could also be suffering from depression. Please speak to a therapist who can help you in overcoming the loss that you have gone through. This depression needs to go away, and I think some of you are not ready to accept it. तो मे भी ना आप अपनी सैडनेस को खुद ही ऐसे कह देते हो, नहीं मैं बाहर जाती हूँ या जाता हूँ, लोगों से मिलता हूँ और फिर मैं ठीक हो जाता हूँ. No. Address your emotions, and there are a lot of emotions, because the pile is not telling me only what traits of your partner are going to be. Instead, it's just saying nahi, pehle fix this, address the emotions properly, don't fake it, don't be like that, no, I'm happy, or I find like my happiness in smaller things. Okay, 1 second, I am just going to shuffle everything back. I'm not getting like a, okay, yes, oh my god, 1 minute. This pile is so focused on feeling hurt right now. Like, my cards are not giving me an answer only about the attributes of your person. I'm trying for one last time. If not, then I'll close this. Okay, so basically this pile is genuinely in such a low energy right now, in so unhappy place and space right now, that frankly speaking, I think a part of you or some of you who must be hearing this reading now, they must be like, no, no, don't tell me. I can't even think of anybody else in my life. And not like in anger or something, just because they were so fondly attached to their previous person that they are like, no, I can't. And for some of you, it could be that, I just can't think of anybody. I've been hurt so badly, so much. I just don't want to think that, okay, who's going to be next? But hey, you're still checking this reading, right? So you and I clearly know that, okay, we are looking, we know we deserve love and we are looking to find answers to that. So a couple of messages that I have here before I actually check with the deck and be like, okay, tell me more. The Star card, which is my favorite card. When you meet that person, it'll feel like a wish has been fulfilled. And I did say for this pile now that next year there's a chance of wish fulfillment. When you will meet that person, it'll feel like this life is so beautiful and positive again. Another message that I'm getting here is keep strength. Don't be in this energy that you want to run away from feeling your emotions. The more you do it, the more you are delaying this, which is Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands, the right person with the stability, the foundation coming in your life. Okay, cards, you want to tell us the traits or not? Otherwise, we'll wrap up the reading. Oh my god, you will not believe what fell out. Did you guys see the reading? Like, these are the cards, I literally put them back. See, the right cards that have to come, they always come out. Your person is going to be sent by the divine. They are going to be the answer to all your wishes, your desires that you've prayed for since the very start. They are going to have such an emotionally nurturing energy. Like, you would just feel so content with them. You would feel that, with this person, I discuss my ideas and, he just straight away talks about execution and solution. He provides for me emotionally in a manner that I literally feel like I'm blooming and like my life is just, it's on this beautiful journey of love, being understood, being allowed to be myself. It's going to be beautiful. I can't believe these cards popped out, yaar. It's definitely going to be divinely led. वो किस्मत है जो लेकर आएगी, वो किस्मत ही है जो मिलवाएगी, if I can put it like that. And it'll happen like, once you've gone through all this cycle because of which I was not getting the cards for their attributes. So once you have like truly understood that no, you need to allow the new, that's when it's likely to happen. And it'll feel wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You would literally feel as if they were meant for you and you were meant for them. But introspect properly, go through the process of your grieving more nicely and properly. And because this year it's just going to be about accepting that you can't live like this. You have to allow new people in your life, and that's when the right person will show up once you have healed fully. So if you were asking why is it taking you so long, the answer is because you need to tell yourself that I need to stop delaying it. I need to let go of what I need to let go. I need to heal what I need to heal, and I need to accept for what things are. So, bye. Hi, pile number 3. So, this is a card that you have chosen, which is there is evolutionary value in my personal preferences. It talks about do not underestimate the value of preferences. For the evolution of your planet depends upon those of you on the leading edge of thought, continuing to fine-tune your desires. And the contrast or variety provides the perfect environment for formation of your personal preferences. I'll explain this card to you. This basically means that a lot of you could have gotten drawn to the card because of the imagery also. But if you got drawn because of the message, then it actually means as a part of your reading also that you have really worked hard on yourself. You have really come out of that mindset where you were in this energy, like a very self-victim energy and like feeling stuck and not knowing from where to go from here. And you have done a lot of hard work. You have worked on your emotions. I particularly see for this pile, they have worked very hard on their career and asserting to themselves who they truly are. And that has actually worked, because now if you look back at yourself then and now, you might only feel that you are a different person now. The things that you wanted maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago. You don't want the same things anymore. There has been an evolution in terms of your values and your preferences. And you are maybe somebody who is glad for the experiences of life, so that now you know who you truly are. If this latter statement is not true yet, then that is what is one of the major messages in the cards. That is that be very thankful for all the diverse experiences you could be getting via your friends in your dating life, etc. Because they are the ones that truly make you understand that what you seek in the now. If you have also changed in terms of what you sought earlier versus what you seek now. And it's a very nice pile, like it's one of the most positive piles, and I feel that you guys have worked so hard. And there was the card of trust at the bottom of the deck, and there is the card of patience anyway in this pile. So I also feel that I don't even need to school this pile on the fact that be patient, it'll happen in the right time. It's like these are already the thoughts or the belief systems that you're already living by. That I need to be patient and I just need to trust. I have done my bit, which is that I'm just changing. I'm kind of getting the feeling that this pile seems to be somebody who's very amused at life also in their space right now. You did have a very bad and hard time in the past, but currently you are in this space where you're just amused. Like, you're just literally like you're somebody who's just literally witnessing life as a people and life and experiences as they come and go. You're like, yeah, like, okay, this taught me this experience taught me this. I'm actually getting a very positive and happy feeling from this pile. And I'm constantly getting this feeling as if a load has been off your chest. Like, it's like that, okay, there was always this feeling of not feeling happy and great here in my heart chakra, and now it's like this pile suddenly feels very light and very happy and ready to like take charge of their life, have fun, plan trips, be their assertive, strong self who's ready to cut through the competition, fight the world, just take charge for whatever they truly believe in. That, hey, this is my life, I'm sorry, I'm not going to seek any permissions, and I want to do what I want to do. It's fabulous. The pile, I think, is also learning or getting slowly into a better connection with God. I feel for some of you, this pile may have actually read the Bhagavad Gita, or they may be getting very drawn to Bhagavad Gita. They might be hearing a lot about it, or they might be getting very drawn to the concepts of dharma, karma as per the Hindu mythology. And I think a lot of you have maybe found your resonance in Ram or some other Hindu deity. And spiritually, actually, you must have grown quite a lot. There's so much contentment in this pile. And anyway, because of which your life is teaching you right now to just be absolutely surrendering to God. And you have already done that partly. So it's not like you are resisting it. But sometimes you get like a little doubt, or you're like, okay, I don't know, like, I'm doing all this. Will it pan out into something or not? It will. You're just being asked to literally just like wake up with the feeling of like closing your hands and being like, thank you for this life, thank you for the experiences, and thank you for taking care of me. So with you, I will not even tell you to be like, trust the universe or tell the universe to take care of you. You're like, no, I've already done that. So every day you just need to wake up and maybe just thank the universe for taking care of you. Thank the universe for all the help, for all the lessons. You have such a nice balanced relationship with the universe, frankly speaking, currently. Another message that is here for you is that you are being asked to embrace your individuality. Like how in school, college, jobs, you all like are going learning through something. Similarly in life, there is a personalized study plan in the school of Earth and planet for you. So you are in that school currently. So in that school, whatever, like if you're in school and college and you want to participate in the drama club, we want to participate in extra co-curricular activities, we realize we don't like a particular subject, we embrace it, right? And accordingly, we make our choices in terms of our 10th, 12th subjects, then masters, then university. So that is exactly what you're being taught right now. That what's being thrown your way and what you are gathering, it's all just experiences to help you pick and choose, oh, this I like, this I don't like, and embrace your individuality. Wonderful, wonderful pile. Okay, let's see. I actually don't have a lot of advice to give to this file, you know, it just seems very ready. Some of you could be coming out of this energy right now, and because it's a general reading, that's why I always have to mention this. But you guys seem very ready. As I said this, it literally feels like that, you know, the ones who are watching this reading, they must not have been ready literally like up until last week, and suddenly they have decided that no, I need to be ready. It's like my cards are only giving me the confirmation that no, you're like reading for the right people who are watching this. Okay, let's now see when are you likely to meet your partner. Then I will give you the messages from the Krishna deck about your partner. So, if I have to tell you, up until 2027, the years in which you are definitely not meeting your partner is 2022, 2026, and very few of you are meeting your partners in 2023. Very few, not all of you. Literally like 1 or 2 watching from the entirety of the people who would watch this reading, 1%. Most of you are likely to meet your partner next year, but frankly speaking, this file has a lot of delayed energy. And I don't want to say this because I don't want you to get negative and be like, oh, but I'm practicing so much and you're saying like so much of delay. But either there's a chance of next year or a slightly stronger chance, slightly stronger, is in 25, but the absolute ultimate chance is in 2027. So I am actually seeing next year or 2027, 1 second, being as the strongest years, along with bleak chances in 2024 for few and 2025 for few. There's also this card that popped out. Okay, so some of you, if you are still not in this energy, then this is what the cards are saying, that you are supposed to be in this energy. अगर आप नहीं आए हो अभी तक, तो मतलब आप अपनी साइकिल, अपना कर्मा, अपने लेसन्स डिले करे जा रहे हो. तो छोड़ दो अब जो सारी पुरानी थॉट्स हैं, नेगेटिविटी है, पुराने कनेक्शंस हैं, पुराने बिहेवियर्स एंड पैटर्न्स हैं खुद को लेके, एंड कम इन दिस एनर्जी ऑलरेडी. It's very needed right now. I think some of you could have been in a very short-term fling sort of a relationship right now, and my cards are advising that leave that also right now, because I think you already know that it is a short-term thing. Leave it. Okay, coming on to the attributes of your person. So they're going to have a very strong presence of mind, and you too are being actually, via these lessons, are being asked to turn into this person who is very particular and has a very strong presence of mind, who thinks and acts very wisely. Like I told you, you could be getting attracted to Geeta. Your partner or your spouse, the one that's going to show up next in your life, could also be very spiritually led, and they could actually be very well learned also. ऐसा भी हो सकता है उनकी पर्सनल लाइब्रेरी कलेक्शन में बहुत सारी बुक्स ऑन स्पिरिचुअलिटी, गीता, एंड नॉट जस्ट गीता, अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट अदर religion books and spiritual books, like, you know, maybe Buddhism, Quran, so a lot of such things I'm seeing. Then they are going to be open-minded, but you are also being asked to basically become that person who is also going to be that open-minded. So मुझे लग रहा है maybe that's why so much of delay, because I think your life is going to teach you like a lot of interesting experiences, and as long as you stay in this positive and happy energy, you would also enjoy them. And lastly, you are just being asked to do your karma, do good and never lose your faith. So you're being asked not to lose your faith in regards to this person or whatever is happening, because you have to be patient. Let me see more traits of your person. कुछ चीज़ में ना आप अभी फंसे हुए हो, या ना मुझे लगता है आपका ना डेटिंग लाइफ में ना आपका ऐसा पैटर्न फिक्स हो गया होगा कि बस flings is fine, I'm happy in this space, you know, where I'm like back to back getting flung, and or maybe like engaging in fling. Sorry, getting flung was not the right thing to say, sounded suggestive. And you must be like in a space like this currently, because of which you're like that, you know what, like let life be about like short term associations, or maybe based on relationships more on lust and not a very deeply fulfilling relationship. So you are being asked to walk away from such relationships, because this is the biggest learning your life is also trying to teach you, that how to not entertain the wrong kind of relationships and be in this energy, which is that truly know your worth, that a princess or an empress deserves to be treated rightly, and only an emperor can do that, not some fuck boy or fuck girl or somebody who is having like emotional commitment issues. So you are being asked to, that whatever life is throwing at you in terms of experiences, now take it in terms of understanding that ultimately you're being asked not to settle for less and entertain something for very long. Okay, so how will your person be? Too much into traveling. They love traveling. They love pets. They are very adventurous. I'm also getting a very impulsive streak, you know, like they must be very impromptu in their life. They might be like, okay, let's quickly, you know, just make a plan to like for a weekend getaway, let's go so and so place, or do you want to like go traveling literally after 2 days for a 10-day trip? So they must be very much like that. They are also somebody who believes in investing and saving quite a lot. So none of these plans, while they seem impromptu as a personality trait, they are all very well thought out and well chalked out. They always have a little bit of pool of money kept aside, because they also know how impromptu they are. They definitely love traveling. They love animals. They are very adventure seeking. So if you tell them to try some new food, or if you tell them to try something new, they would be the ones who would be more than happy to take that. They actually could have a great network also. They are very social. They would love to like network with a lot of people and like meet with a lot of people, and they must be somebody in their friend group that people must be listening to, like, you know, that wise person traits that you know, if he's saying or if he's leading on a plan, let's do it. They have a lot of leadership qualities also, like they want to be heard and seen and like listened to. They will for sure treat you like a princess. You will literally feel that the way they treat you, nobody else has treated you. But constantly the message of the cards is that you are in a lot of conflict right now. So I think all this new learning that your life is teaching you, you might have kind of taken it in a manner that it's okay, like, you know, then let everything in relationships be about fun and short-term fun. So don't keep things like that, is what my advice to you would be. Your person definitely loves to travel a lot. In fact, ऐसा भी हो सकता है in terms of job, they might have a role at a global level, or in terms of their business, they might have a business that is like expanded a little bit globally also, or their futuristic plans could be about moving abroad, not staying in this country. They believe in donations quite a lot. They know how to fill their own cup, because they're so adventure seeking and, you know, like so high on life. They are somebody who's actually going to be very emotionally contained and fulfilled within themselves. They would of course come with a strong financial background or legacy, where they would be in a position to help other people. They definitely believe very strongly in donations, and just again, they love traveling. They love having the crowd follow them. So they have a very fire energy to them, like a leadership energy, like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm also getting Gemini. So definitely a very strong person. But what I'm also getting is that because they are so strong and they are so clear-headed, they don't want to settle for anything less. And maybe that's why you're being thrown all these experiences, so that you become equivalent to in terms of where they sees themselves and their partner. And currently, because you're kind of stuck in this energy of maybe entertaining the wrong kind of relationships, or spending too much time thinking about why did I, you are just being asked to start living your life now, you know. And living the life is basically going to take things ahead for you and for them. they will pop out when you would have moved through this entire phase and would have a very stable and grounding energy in yourself. I've now done all experiments and I'm very happy with where I am. That's when, without you even maybe wanting the person, then because you would be like so contained in yourself, that's when this person is likely to show up. Let me check if there's any other message. I think this pile has been picked by people who are already very seemingly attractive. So I think a lot of people anyway keep getting attracted to you. Oh, there were more cards, Nietzsche. And you are being asked that, you're compromising right now. Maybe you're just enjoying the attention and you want to keep it like for short term, but you are kind of compromising right now. And what you seek, you also need to tell yourself very clearly. If you've given yourself a certain time to entertain maybe short term or casual relationships, that's fine. But then have that clarity in your mind. Because a part of you truly wants love, and hence you cannot be telling yourself that casual or short-term relationships are the way to go. So yes, that's the only advice. If this resonated, please drop a comment below. Bye.